Chapter 12. Mohsen's whole life was in the next 24 hours, anticipating the date, preparing himself, taming his tongue, and controlling his nerves to face the situation. The afternoon came and he dressed carefully and was about to leave, but there was a knock on the door, and the inn maid appeared presenting to him a letter that had been delivered by express mail. The boy opened its cover with a trembling hand and read in one glance. My friend, I ask you not to wait for me this evening. At the known place, I will stay at work until a late hour, which was not in the account. If you are still in your residence, I will pass by you at midnight and say, bonsoir. Susie. The blood returned to the boy's face, his breathing calmed down, and his heartbeat regularized. Then he took off his jacket, and sat at his desk, thinking with a smile, and reciting her speech slowly. He stopped at the word, my friend, then when she said, I am passing by you, and he felt the tips of the wings of happiness passing through him. And he raised his eyes to what was around him. She'll be here shortly. What are all these books piled up in disarray? He should immediately establish order in the place of chaos, and immediately rise to his room, preparing it for the great reception. Night came and darkness spread in an almost clear sky, marking the end of winter. Mohsen stood near the window, looking at the stars shining with their blue rays. He heard him move towards the door in anxiety and impatience, and he imagined several times that he heard a light tapping on his door, so he hurried to open it, but there was no. Find someone. The illusion and reality became mixed up in his head due to long contemplation and waiting. Finally, he heard a knock that shook his heart before it reached his head, and he was certain that it was her, so he quickly corrected himself and opened the door. Yes, it is her this time, with her hat, coat, and the rest of her going-out clothes, and she entered, smiling like a lily. I just came, as you can see, before I passed my room. Yes. Is this your room? She is beautiful. Only now, I see that she is beautiful. What are all these books? You read a lot. Do you enjoy this much life in? And you? I prefer life in, life. You, too. Why are you looking at me like that? You were right. I see now that I was wrong. What do I care about your life? You are nothing but a dream in which others live. Who are the others? She said it with a meaningful smile, her fingertips playing with the pages of book upon book, and the boy relaxed his gaze, and did not dare to continue speaking. She looked at him for a moment, then said in a soft voice, I am listening to you. Mohsen remembered yesterday, and realized what she meant, so he raised his head and said, would you allow me to present to you someone who can speak in my name? That Greek poet you told me about? What is his name? Anacreon. Yes, where is he? He pointed with his finger at the book you were fiddling with. It is in your hands. She laughed with a sarcastic laugh and picked up the book to look at it. Mohsen took the initiative to show her one of its pages and said to her, read this. So I read. I want to love. Love has made it easy for me to love. Out of my ignorance, I refused to listen to him. He immediately grabbed a golden bow. He called me to fight, so I put on iron for him. And I took hold of the spear and shield. And I got up, as if I were Achilles. I come down to love, and he shoots arrows at me. It turned away from it and ran out, and its arrows ran out. He came to me, burning with anger. He attacked me and penetrated my body. And penetrate my heart, and I was defeated. How foolish it is for me to protect myself with armor. Any external weapon that triumphs over love. If the battle is going on inside myself. The girl finished reading, but her gaze remained fixed on the lines, and the boy had approached her, reading with her from one page, and he felt her perfumed hair, its golden strands scattered over his face. As the moon's rays scatter on creatures, the boy did not mention anything at that time, and was only aware of Susie's soft, warm face, pressed against his own. It's like she kisses him. Yes, she is in his arms kissing him. There is no doubt about this now, and it is a reality now, with no illusion or ambiguity in it, and the boy did not know how that happened, nor what to do after that. Oh, to those imaginative people, when they suddenly give the truth. Yes, suddenly, That is, before they have time to cover this truth with the tangled robes of imagination. They receive a foreign body and a naked substance, and they do not know what it means. Truth is an impermissible currency in the kingdom of dreams. Mohsen did not sleep that night. The impact of what had happened resonated with him. The morning came and he hurried to his friend, André, to tell him everything. The Frenchman smiled at the boy's story and said to him, "See, she is a girl like all girls, and a worker like thousands of working women, the one who housed her in a palace of the 1001 nights and made her look from her height at the processions of people flowing under her window. Oh friend, you are now convinced that the matter is less dangerous than you imagined, and that a woman falling into your arms is a simple matter and does not require all this time, all these fantasies and contemplations." The boy felt the sensation of falling to the ground. As if the values of things in his view had diminished, as if life itself had been stripped of its cover, she looked naked like a statue cast out of absurdity. Mohsen felt an emptiness of his soul, not knowing what to fill it after today. The boy left his friend and went away, bowing, without saying a word.